Yes, we're live. Started a bit early, but that's not unusual. Give some people the time to get in. It shows live on the YouTubes. I am not sure. Honestly, not sure if I guess it is. It shows live on the YouTubes. Hello to everyone who's gonna be watching or is watching now. That dog. Never get to the day where you get a dog, but gonna have a Karen haircut on top of it for the first run of the day. Yep. Welcome in, everyone. You're probably going to see me post about a couple comics in the coming days if you're on either the Discords or on Twitter. Because there's a few people that are launching comics in the next couple of days on Kickstarter. So I am going to be doing a little bit of promo, as I sometime do. Because some people do need the help. Some people, I think, are great people to support. I got a few comics from a few creators recently, and I'm not super impressed with it, but you never know, right? Sometimes it's comics. You never know when it's going to be really good or really bad. It really depends on the situation. Would say I've been lucky with most picks I've taken in terms of comics because I've just been lucky. I mean, I guess I picked the right horse to back a lot of time. I know some people don't like Eric July. I do. I like his comics. I think Isom is okay as a book. It's not great, but it's okay. Take up some room. No advantage of doing what I just did here. I think it just slows me down, but it's okay. Yeah, it slows me down by a bit here. Oh, I made $5 out of that fiber. And it slowed me by probably 10 seconds. Yeah, it's definitely not a great thing to do what I just did. Rainy day. Day 4. And day 5. We're going to the mines. Okay, I've got myself 4 eggs, which is good in case we need the food in the mines, which is the case. I can trash this. I no longer need the A, as usual. Already broke the rock, so I can go straight. Daily. But I know what's his face. John Dexter, who I did interview on the channel once, is starting a sci-fi book campaign in a day or two, probably. He said that it was just approved. I think he was just waiting for that to get it launched. It'll probably be okay. I know one of his book is really good. The Time Store Detective I really liked. Other is superhero dog book. It's more of a thematic thing. I think some people really like it, and I understand why. But on my end, it doesn't work for me. Superhero dogs. The concept is good. I honestly don't mind it, but it doesn't. It should be a kid's book. It shouldn't be a more mature, more serious kind of book. The fact that I'm not a huge fan of pit bulls has nothing to do with it. Wow, this is starting out swimmingly here. To say ISOM number 1 wasn't that great, but ISOM number 2 was much better, and Alpha Core by Nolan was truly top tier in terms of a book, so that I was really happy with. The slimes destroyed me. Slimes are still destroying. Wow, this is a failed run because I'm gonna get killed by slimes. Or reset. That was terrible. The slimes were murdering me. Like, this was not even funny. A lot of people, I think, bought ISOM because they wanted something different, and they were expecting. A lot of people, I think, were expecting it to be like next generation, super high quality, like the image stuff in the 90s when it came out, and it clearly isn't at that level, unfortunately. It's not, I won't say it's Eric July's fault either, because he does what he can. He is a multidisciplinary artist. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. Doesn't mean he's good or bad. He tried, and I think the books by the other creators, your Nolan, your Soska sisters, are probably going to be better at first. But I mean, he's learning a lot from these same people, and learning in comics is very important. So I think he's going in the right direction. All right, where go? Day 1, day 2, rainy day. And talk. Gold split by probably a microsecond. I got my hands on 4 eggs. A down, get rid of it, and the mines we go. We look at the splits. I've got about 50% completion rate right now, which is, in speedrun terms, usually pretty good. Oh, I missed a leak that was right there. That's a loss of time, but it might save me time in the mines. Oh, that way. The leak that's over there is really out of the way. I'm not going to go and get it. Unless something catastrophic happens. Hey, Mobius. How you doing? Doing okay. First run of the day was lost due to slimes. I got slimed to death. It was like I was in the Ghostbusters movie. This week's been really odd. Monday was fairly calm on the phones, and I was helping out. But then I got yesterday there was a weird outage. Those happen. But on my end, when I'm doing back office work at work, it turned out to be really busy on back office work. So I'm like kind of confused by this. Okay. I'm gonna start eating the horseradish, get it out of the way. Little bit of energy back. Really little. The horseradish is really not that good. Well, I got my coal. Got two copper. Got a few. Oh yeah, the slimes. There was probably something like 7 or 8 slimes on the board, and they were all on me. So there was nothing I could do. I was just getting killed there. Okay, so we got our crystal. So now it's really a case of finding the stairs and finding copper. Finding the copper being all. It's odd. Sometimes it's really the copper that's the problem. Sometimes it's the earth crystal. You never know. I mean, if you're really lucky, there's a big node of it, but I haven't been lucky very often, I would say. We were also talking comics, which is always fun. I'll eat this. There's a problem at my local store. They're a little bit weird. The girl who used to do the comic orders just came back from like maternity leave or whatever, so she's only there a couple days a week, so I'm not getting my regular comics on Wednesdays. And there's some comics that they don't order from there, so I do have to order them from an online store, but that means I can't get it as often. Don't think cycling the first floor would work because I've never seen any copper on the first floor. I've seen copper on all the other floors, but not on the first one. I had forgotten to zoom out. I'm low on copper. You have to be careful from floor 5 and down. There can be monster swarms, and that would be very, very bad. As you can see here, there's a lot of slimes, and like no rocks at all. Okay, I'll go back up and down. Yeah, cycling the first to fifth floor, something like that might not be a bad idea. Lost slime. Topaz. One node all the way over there. Jeez. I already got my earth crystal, so I should do everything I can to try to get the run going, but still a lot of slime and nothing useful. Oof. 13 long boxes. Do you have anything really fancy in them, or was it a more or less normal collection, just a bunch of the standard DC and Marvel fare? I know David is thinking of moving his collection off. Yeah, I've never seen copper on the first floor. Silver Age books, I mean, that's could be worth something. That's kind of annoying. Here. Not getting copper. Come on. This is not looking great. Got lucky on one thing and we're not getting lucky on the others. You got a good luck day for your first day in the mine. Probably be pretty good. And on floor 2, a node. Or 1 or 2 pieces of copper. Wasn't very conducive. Full. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. Already way past best time, at least. 13. Missing 12. I need like 4 perfect copper nodes to be able to get what I need. As you can see, it's not happening. Okay, my theory that there's always a glow ring here is false. Okay. Nope. Reset. Want to update them? Yes. And I save. It's kind of hard to get the really fancy books, you know, from Silver Age and Golden Age, but you never know what you can find sometime online if you're actually still hunting for that. Or I would probably say the safest thing to do nowadays is really to get them digitally. Digital sale, I think, is the best thing. And some of the creators I talk to fairly often, they also think the same way I do for that. That the new spinner rack is really digital comics, and in some cases you can get some really either good deals or good offers. Things like Global Comics, you can get quite a few things on there at a decent price. Set myself a. All right. Ah, that messed it up. And okay, now it's okay. Give myself 5 seconds. I don't understand. I like paper copies. I much prefer paper copies to digital copies of books in general. But at the price they're at now, and with how storage for them ends up being, and the quality you get nowadays, I don't think it is worth it at all. Especially, I think it's DC. No, Marvel lowered the quality of their paper again in their latest thing. it really isn't a good look. And I am following a few different things here. To be honest, the current G.I. Joe stuff, the current Transformers stuff is pretty good. I still read the Green Lantern and Shazam stuff. They're usually fairly nice. And what's the other one that's okay there? The Conan stuff is really, really good. It's really, the Conan stuff is top tier. And the what else? I read Titans because I feel like reading Titans. It's not very good, but I feel like reading it. So there's 3 DC titles that I follow. For Marvel, there's nothing. Conan, the Energon Universe stuff, which is the G.I. Joe and Transformers stuff, and Dark Souls and Bloodborne, also from Titans Comic. Decent enough titles in the in that particular genre. The Bloodborne stuff is pretty cool just because of how it's set up. There's different stories set in the Bloodborne universe. Bloodborne being a pretty cool video game, I'm okay with that. All right, let's see what we do this time around. There. That slime's not going to bug me. Okay. Well, I need that coal, so I'm going to right away. Doesn't give a whole lot of energy, so it's perfect. We're already almost as much copper as I had in a full run last time. I do not know what he's doing these days. I haven't seen that name in anything that I'm reading, at least. Last year, there was a couple of really cool books. Peacemaker Tries Hard is probably... Oh, nice tree nodes. Peacemaker Tries Hard was a really stupid but really funny DC book. And if they follow true or follow up with that particular book, I am going to get it, strangely enough, because it was just silly. It was just silly fun. No weird politics, no weird anything. It was just Peacemaker being Peacemaker and very stupid jokes, including very juvenile humor, which I don't know how to say it. It's fun to have just that really lowbrow jokes in a comic. People really not taking themselves seriously. I think is something that we're missing in comic a whole lot. We're at 17 copper. We haven't found a Earth Crystal. Got 2 leeks to eat and 4 eggs. It's not that bad. We are doing okay time. If I was really lucky, I'd get everything in the next like floor or 2, but never know. Another copper node. Stairs down. That's very good. It's full on the way up. No, that's quartz. We're missing 6 coppers. Missing 5 copper. I think we're good on copper. Just looking for that earth crystal. We are not quite looking just the earth crystal. Now we are. Okie doke. Earth crystal lays on the ground. It doesn't need to be mined. Nope. The Jim Lee is currently the ed of DC. He's the editor-in-chief at DC. Problem with Jim Lee is that he really is not the best guy for that particular job. I like Jim Lee and I love his art, but as a editor or a creator, he is definitely not in his element. It's definitely not something he should be doing. Come on, Earth Crystal. Earth Crystal, please. I mean, between him and Jeff Johns, who would you have? You know, it's part of the problem with DC is that they don't have the pick of the lot. And if you go look at what they have at Marvel, it's no better. And if you look at what they have at IDW, I can't even say that with a straight face. Adorantos shouldn't be a editor-in-chief. Let's say. Yes, we need. Well, Jim Shooter's still alive. I mean, they could just hire Jim Shooter. Jim Shooter would probably make too many people cry. They wouldn't be able to handle a Jim Shooter. He had a discussion with Eric July at a convention, actually, and Eric July talked about it, and it was a good discussion of just, we had to talk about, like, what is it to be an editor-in-chief and how it works and how it should be. And, like, Eric July actually listened to it. There's a lot of creators that I really wish would have done better, or at least creatives that I wish would have done better. I mean, Valiant, when it started, was pretty okay, and now they do that weird Fate comic with a really fat lady. I'm like, who do you think this is going to sell to? And Milestone should have been a great comic imprint, but DC killed it. And with the rebrand they did last 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that, they destroyed it again. Because, I mean, that's a thing that they do, I guess. Oh, there's a whole lot of Valiant. They're still around. Valiant are still around. You just don't do much. We're not finding the Earth Crystal, are we? It's extremely difficult to go indie for any creator in the long run, because if you don't have the backing of a big company, you're not going to do much. I mean, once again, I'm going to talk about Eric July, but he talked about DC, like how DC worked for the longest time. And DC was just not making money. DC never really made money. They were always part of a conglomerate or part of a larger media company. So that's how they made their money, basically. And it never amounted to anything, let's say, which is a bit weird to say, but they never did much. Marvel was a bit different in how it was managed. They had a period of time where they made a lot of money, and then they made no money at all. So I think it's a mix of the two here. Oof. I'm gonna fall unconscious if things keep going here. I do not think we're going to find our Earth crystal. Nope. This is unfortunate because it was going fairly well. Kirby had decent comics though at both groups, so and at least he had a work ethic that actually worked. Let's say so it worked out fine for him. But he was an oddity, just like a lot of the French creators for comics. They were oddities. What's his name? Henri Verne, who did Moran. I mean, there was a period of time in his life where he was writing one novel a month. That's a pretty big amount of books to put out in a single year. Were they all good? Well, not really, of course, but they were good enough that they were selling. A lot of those pulp creators made a decent amount of money. Perry Rodin as well, which is a German pulp series, sci-fi series, was doing a novel a month, but they had a team of, when that was going on at one novel a month, was 4 to 6 writers in rotation. They had a rotation of which writer was doing what. They had a whole big plan already done, entire arcs. I read most of the start of Perry Rodin in back when I was in high school. It was a fun thing to read for me, just very pulpy sci-fi. Like First Men on the Moon, they find a group of aliens living there in a spaceship, and they rescue them, and then they take over the Earth, basically, by allying themselves with those aliens and doing better than both the American and the Russians and the Chinese. Very 50s pulp, let's say. And it was an inspiration for me for a lot of things that I wanted to read and write. So when I got into Battletech, it was part of it. I mean, I got into Battletech before Perry Rodin, but it affected how I viewed Battletech in many ways. I'd prefer Battletech to be closer to that kind of pulpy fiction than what they've done a lot of lately, at least, which is more grounded storytelling, which is okay, but sometimes you just want that pulpy sci-fi, I guess. Geode, I didn't want it, but I grabbed it. Don't have a choice because it's away. No copper nodes. Take that. All right, copper. Got to zoom out. Already have a ladder. Break every. I still need to break some stuff to get the stone I need. And anything. There's our Earth crystal. I mean, we're closer than we were last run just because of that Earth crystal. Now we need our copper, which is going to be the problem this run. A lot of stone, not much copper. Sometimes the stone give copper, so but we can. Okay, we've got a ladder. I haven't touched any of my food. I have a leak or two. A ladder, we'll take it. Hopper around. Question. Go down. Trying. Still need stones. Break a few rocks on the way. Bit of copper over here. A slime getting in the way. Rather not fight the slimes, but sometimes you don't have the choice. We are at 12, 13. That was a whole lot of stone. Nothing to come of it. Oh, we didn't have our coal yet. I will get that piece of coal. We are still doing, well, not great, but not terrible. Think of. There's a bit of a difference between the various regional comics and how much production they did as well. It's surprising how much the French creators did in the 60s, 70s in terms of raw amount of comics they were putting out. I'll loop again. I don't think I'm going to find a ladder. I've played Megamech with a couple of people over time. I'm thinking of setting a server up and everything for members and probably playing a game or two live. Play the game, but also live stream it, so we have a game going on and people being able to enjoy it. All right. Down 6. There's might be good. 1. Their node over there. $25. We're good. Got everything we need. Except the wood. We don't have the wood yet, but wood is pretty easy to get after all. All I gotta do is, we're out of the mines. Talk to Linus, because he's there. Hello, Linus. Drop down the tree. No, I don't think 17's enough, but I can cut a tree on my farm as on the wood. Lime is useless. I can trash it. I'll cut that tree. Or is 15 enough? I've got a trash can shirt. That's certainly a thing. That I do not. I'm sure I've got enough of this. Don't have enough energy to be able to plant everything, but start here. It's hard to find players of BattleTech in your neck of the woods or anywhere. It's not like Warhammer where there is still a pretty large community. For BattleTech, you have to have a local community most of the time to be able to do anything. So, not need those G. Oh, that might solve part of my problem. Well, the dandelions I can eat well. Don't give a whole lot, but might just be enough for me to plant everything and water everything. And getting Megamech installed and set up is not too bad once you start reading some guides online. Many Voices guy that does BattleTech videos, he's got a series on doing your settings for Megamech. So if you're looking for that, that might be a place to look. The guy's pretty nice. It's not a huge channel, but it's a growing channel. We'll go with that. I think we're all growing right now, and there's a whole lot of people who are in the hobby who want a new place to go. So it's not a bad thing to have that going for us. Will I be able to water everything before I collapse? Oof. I might collapse watering my plants. Ugh. And I collapsed watering the last the last plant. Win. I'll take that as a win. Flint. Furnace plans. Furnace here. I want things in it. Trash this. Trash. My hands on an egg. That for to make the mayo. Pet the chicken because he's in the way. The thing is, if you're looking for people to play Mega Mech, sometimes it's difficult to just have the time to do it with some people. But with some of the servers, some of the Discord servers I hang out on, some places, there's a lot of people in a lot of different time zones. So it's easy enough to not find a game on a whim, but to find a game is possible. Is it raining? It's not raining. I really wish it rained every once in a while. That would make my enterprise a lot easier. Got my copper bar. Got my stone. I got my wood. Got everything I need now. I just need the levels. The reason I don't plant stuff day one, not only because I've seen people do the speed run, but because if you planted your stuff day one, when you were going to the mines, you would start, at 212 energy rather than 270, which might not be enough to get you through the day. It's still not raining. Crows are not messing up my crops, so that's a good start. Thing is, crows shouldn't be messing with my crops if I have chickens that close to them. Chickens are very aggressive towards other birds, which includes other chickens. Then again, I don't have a rooster. I only have regular chicken. So that might be why. Having one rooster would be cool in the game, but you don't get chicken. You just get chicken and cows and pigs, and they're all... And the rabbits you get, they give you rabbit's foot every once in a while, but you don't have to kill the rabbit to get a rabbit foot. a bit odd. um, you can get ducks. Ducks are pretty. Give duck eggs, which makes duck mayo. If you want to turn it into that, and they give you duck feathers, which you can use to do tailoring or different things like that. Pigs give you truffles, which is probably one of the most valuable good in the game, so really worth it. Goats are okay. They either give wool or milk. The sheeps only give wool, and wool is really not good. So, oh, it's raining today. That's going to save me a little bit of time. I should have enough XP to level up. 2 days of rain, that saved me a little bit of time. Level to level. There we go. Mayo machine. Down, put egg in it. Sleep. And drink the mayo. Not sit down. Drink the mayo. And clunk. 1548. Not that great. Not that good. Still works. It's not the eggs that get you truffles. It's the pigs. When you have pigs, every I think it's every 3 days, or there's a random chance. Basically, there's a random chance that they give you a truffle. Basically, truffles are pretty good money. Clint. Once again, Clint's giving me the thing. Now we're Mike from Canmore. It's a completely different game. Thank you. Or less optimized game. I mean, you could make a game out of getting the making the truffles. That would be pretty cool, honestly. But I don't think they've. The next game from the same guy is next game is going to be Haunted Chocolatiers. So you're going to be fighting monsters to make chocolate. So we'll see how that game goes. I know there was another. Fish go here. Stuff go here. Construction materials will go in purple. Stone. Sap. All construction materials. That's clay. What do I need to make a furnace? Copper ore. Okay. Ore. Coal. A furnace. I don't think I'll need much more than one for now. And feed it. Talk to the chicken. Where's the other chicken? Chicken. Oh, where the other chicken went. I still have food. I'm good to go. Where's your brother? Chicken? The other chicken at all? Ah, there he is. Well, she is. Has to. You make eggs, so it'd have to be a woman chicken. Put my fiber somewhere else? Or am I like... Okay, no, there's 43. on pumping the... Don't think I'm gonna go fishing today. Better nerd crystal. I mean, I can make that Mayo machine with this tune as well. Play 10 slimes and you'll get a bonus. Okay. Buy the backpack. Okay. I need wood. Cut down a few trees. Yeah, it's his sister. It's because I always say brother because I'm always thinking about my ferrets, basically. I should have left it. Should have left that over there. I'm going back. Geodes I might use. Food stuff was in green. I got a silver egg, a little bit better. Best is iridium. It's a purple color egg. That would be the best egg you can get, basically. That leak. Away. And maybe I'm going to get an event today. I'm not sure. Not sure when the... there it is. The community center event. That's... You've got two choices in the game. Either you restore the community center or you work for Walmart. Community center is a little bit more involved, let's say. You have to gather different things, different tools, different plants, all sorts of things to restore the community center. Makes the city a little bit more happy and etc. If you work for Walmart, well, you work for Walmart. And you destroy the town by working for Walmart. It's a lot easier. You just need to make a lot of money to get that done. Go inside the community center, and there's different subsection in the community center that you need to store. The bulletin board, the fish tank, fishing, a craft room, a pantry. There's a bank, all sorts of things. And that's a Junimo. Those are little forest spirits. They're here to help you out. Not super useful, but, you know, they're around. There's another Junimo. Just disappeared. I'm stressed out. It's okay. All right. As you can see, there's different things. First one is the one over here. I have to do this one. From here, you see there's a little plaque. Speaks in a language that you can't read. The wizard is going to be the one teaching you how to read that mysterious language. Don't know how much it costs to break a geode. Go ask. I'll have to go check on at Clint's. Grab a flower. Hey, I've got this guy I haven't talked to very often, so. Joja is the name of the actual name of the Walmart company I keep talking about. Go. It's one of the city kid. You can marry him if you need to. Play. Found a spoon. I found a spoon. Rusty spoon. Wow. Fancy. It's an artifact. There's a museum in town where you can go and turn in those artifacts. That's where I'm going to go, I guess. We'll go talk to the old couple. With the kid who couldn't make it in the Major League football. mean, there's not many people in this town that are very know, competent, let's say. Nothing in a trash can. Is Lewis at his place? No, he's not. Well, I'm going to go to the museum while I'm at it. It's hard to know with BattleTech. I'm not going to say it's hard to know, but you have to be a little bit careful. You have to talk to people. What rules do they use most of the time? Because it's everybody, well, not everybody plays differently, but there's all sorts of rules that are in play. I'd say the master rules are probably your best bet, right? Oh, there's Lewis. That is tax dollars. Clint can upgrade your tools. He can sell you ore at a inflated price. It's not terrible, but not great. And he can turn geodes into other things. He found a piece of slate. Yeah, I found a piece of granite. An earth crystal. That's always good. And another piece. Slate. And with these, a lot of those you can donate to the. We can donate a earth crystal. If you donate enough stuff to the museum, you unlock the sewers, which gives you another character you can talk to. Rubus, a weird demon spirit. He's a weird demon spirit, but he's a good guy, okay? And you can have him move in with you as well if you're friends enough with him. Moves in with you and he chills out. Hey, that's the other kid. They're going to play. That's the alcoholic. One of the easiest bachelor to marry is the alcoholic kid because one of his favorite gift is beer. So all you do is you go to the you go to the bar, buy beer, and there you go. You give him beer. Same with the alcoholic lady. She likes beer, so just get beer for her. Not a super nice thing to say or do, but maybe I should have given some of those flowers to the girls I'm talking to. I'll give one to the old woman. Yeah, you're just an average demon guy living on your couch. Nothing, no biggie really. An average guy. No, I want to be friends with your wife before your daughter, because your wife, if you get friendly enough with the wife, she gives you a tea sapling. Tea is awesome. A little bit of money. Buy 2 more potatoes. Unfortunately, you can't marry his wife for some reason. Honestly, I haven't done anything constructive today. I talked to people, went to the community center, bought 2 potatoes. I don't know if I can go talk to the wizard already, actually. Linus Salt is a bit out of the way. Talk to Demetrius and Robin. Robin's the lumber lady. Demetrius is a scientist. It's actually pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I mean, there's some people that are competent in this town. Those 2 are pretty competent. You've got a doctor, probably still paying his mortgage, but not his mortgage. Is do you like Slate? No, she doesn't like Slate. Hey, you never know. You can gift Slate to people. I'm gonna gift her a piece of Slate and see if she likes it. She is the daughter of a scientist. Maybe she would have liked it. Oh, there's a quest on the board. Shane wants a carp. All right. Do I still have a carp? Maybe I do. To find Shane afterwards. Got 2 days to find them. So. Completing quests for villagers give you friend points towards them. Easy enough. I'm gonna plant 2 more potatoes. Haha, potatoes. Potatoes can give you more than 1 potato per plant, so that's a bit of an advantage for them. Turn more coal into copper bars. I want to see if I have a carp. I do have a carp. I don't have to go fish. I've got 3 carps. Just need to find the alcoholic now. Since it's 3 in the afternoon, he's probably at the bar getting drunk. I mean, that would be a sensible thing to do, right? The 2 sisters, I don't know, not sure if they're sisters or just live together. There's the 2 sisters or whatever. One works at the bar, the other one's a fashion designer slash photograph. She's pretty cool as well. But Shane's not getting drunk. Where are you, Shane? Where are you? I'm gonna pause the game and check where he's at. Stardew Valley. Wiki. Shane, where is he at on a Saturday afternoon? He likes beer. Yes, I know he likes beer. That's really what I want. Where's on a Saturday, community center not restored. Oh, he's at Pierre's. Okay, he's at the... He's at the general store. Yay, I made 90 bucks. Oh, I made 250 out of that, though. Reach level 50, kill slimes. Okay, those are some quests I can do. Cauliflowers make a lot of money, but... I don't know what I need for the community center because I used the community center remixed and I haven't checked what the remixed are. Oh, there's the photograph lady, bachelorette, I should say. She wants to go shopping. You can tell she is a very. It's the girl I end up marrying most of the time because that's the kind of character I like to hang out with in those kinds of games. Sounds weird, but she grows to like the farms and everything. You know, she grows to love the farm life. It's a good story for a character. And 2 more potatoes. I have plenty of potatoes and some carrots. I wanted to make a fiber, coal, and wood. Fiber, coal. I wanted to make a scarecrow because those are pretty useful. Put them right. No, I didn't want to put them. I wanted to put them there. That's where I want. I'm very low on wood, so probably going to have to cut some wood. Yes, it's a drunk barmaid Ippy. That's who she is. She is the hippie lady. She has a weird bird if you marry her that hangs around. She's still cool. I don't think any of the characters in this game are particularly bad. I mean, the alcoholics are the alcoholics. I mean, you've got that in every town, especially farming towns. So I'm not gonna be mean or mean-spirited. Maple trees are useful because you can make maple syrup out of them. You need Wow, I found a shirt in that tree. There's shirts in them there trees. That I wasted shirt. All right, I've got a new shirt. It's a hat I want, not a shirt. I need wood, so I'm just going to chop up trees, and it levels up my foraging, which is also a skill I need to level up to get the fancier things. You need maple syrup for a quest. You give maple syrup to a statue, and then you can speak to a bear in the woods, and the bear tells you how to gather more fruits out of fruit bushes. Very realistic game, as you can tell. There's magic pixies in the wood, and bears that talk, that tell you how to grab more resources. Perfectly reasonable. I did level up in foraging, so I'll take it. I'm not going to finish cutting that 3. 4. Okay, got my last copper bar. Bar goes here. I rebuilt my wood supply. How many? I've got an amethyst, got a topaz. I could drop those off at the not at the menu, at the museum. Be another place where I could drop them. Toads and seeds can be other things later. Horseradish, I've got this and that. I can go to bed. Charcoal kiln. Very useful if you are actually need to produce massive amounts. Charcoal. I think I'm going to play an extra day. Yay, carrots. Carrots and potatoes. I'm going to keep. Thing is, I know I need some plants for the community center, but I don't know which one. Oh, that's a piece of kale. I need that to reap it. Okay, the peas are not done yet. Peas are a little bit weird. You can't see, I can't walk through the peas because they have a trellis on them, but you can harvest them more than once. Yes, I need to go speak with the wizard. The next quest there, I guess. Oh, there was still 2 pieces of hay in there. Make the chicken happy by petting them. Grabbing eggs. Gold quality egg. I'll take it. I think in terms of raw quality, this is not the best farm to start with. But you can probably make a decent amount in the long run with it. That tree grew. I plan on doing today. Let me go check my luck. Oh, I'll learn how to make a dish. There we go. Learn how to make a stir fry. I don't have a stove, but I know how to make a stir fry. Neutral, so not worth going to the mines. And tomorrow's going to be a sunny day, so nothing super fantastic going. I guess I'll grab my fishing rod, and I've got no reason not to fish. Fishing doesn't make you that much money at first, but once you get later on in the game, they added a fish smoker, and apparently that makes you incredibly rich if you start producing it. So I'm on the wrong side of the Side, there we are. I'll go see the wizard right away. Get that done and taken care of. Check the trash cans, because it's always a nice thing to do. You never know. Sometimes the trash can actually have some funny stuff in them. Food, probably some of the best things you can get, but you can also get... okay. Well, now she's open. Talk to Marnie. Talk to her alcoholic son. Her daughter is playing in her room. Let's go see the wizard. The wizard's a bit of an odd gentleman. Also likes very odd things. What I really don't like about him is that he lives completely out of the way. Getting to go see the wizard every day to increase your friendship with him is pretty hard. Because he lives out of the way. Really out of the way. What he's going to do is some weird ritual. Going to teach you how to speak with the earth spirits. Yep, that. You already know what's going on. I should talk to him, though, while I'm here. And he likes really random things and really weird things. So becoming really good friends with the wizard, I've never found it easy. Sure, some people found it easy in their lives at some point, but I never found it easy. Oh, well. Everything is way too expensive for me. On Sundays, there's the weird cart lady, the weird bitter pig there. This is a new thing in this last expansion. They added a raccoon that you have to become friends with. The weird raccoon who asks for all sorts of things. Give it to him, and he gets married, starts having kids. Which goes to show you should maybe not feed the random raccoons that you meet. All right, let's try to get friends with more people. Kid. Right. One of the two, sister slash roommate. I'm really not sure if they're sisters or roommates. Here, I have a flower. Talk to the doctor. The doctor's another one I have a bit of a hard time making friends with because I always forget he exists. That's my problem. Slime hunter to slay 4 slimes in the local mine. I mean, that's easy enough. Are at the church. I'll go talk to them. Not enough good enough friends to talk to those guys, but I'll church. Never been religious, but he's old. Well, that's certainly a thing to say. Well, one good thing is the raccoon gets married on his own. You can't marry the raccoons. That's I guess, a good start. Lady in her house. Yes, she is. Hunted seashells by the seashore. Yes, you look so busy playing with your football. Oh, Pam's not in her semi or whatever that's called. Oh, here. And I could go kill some slimes like I thought, or I'll go on. Anything useful on the beach? Not that my eyes can catch. Oh, it's Fabio. Well, his real name is Elliot, but yeah, he's Fabio. He's special. Probably one of the oddest bachelors in the game. Willie's awesome. Fisherman that owns his own fish tackle and fishing business. Perfectly cool with that. Should I go to the mines, kill those 10 slimes for that? There's 2 quests going on, one for 4 slimes and one for 10 slimes. I mean, going to the mines to kill some slimes would not be a bad idea. Think it's haunted? Yeah, well, you're not the only one. All right, well, let's go check the community center. I actually haven't checked it now that I know how to speak to the weird creatures. Oh, spoke with the mayor, who's a jerk. Mayor's actually a jerk in this one. Not a very good mayor. There's still only one thing. Yeah, you need one thing there, and then you can forward, I guess. So I need 1 horseradish, 1 leek, and 1 spring onions. That's pretty easy to get. I'm not super worried. Winter foraging, summer foraging, exotic foraging. Okay, that's for the desert. And forest bundle. 10 maple seed, 10 acorn, 10 moss. That's a bit new. I think I can easily get that. I mean, those are all things that are around. I think once you get one of the bundles completed, the other bundles unlock, so I'll be able to what else I need to do. Now I'm like, well, what should I do? Should I go to the mines right away, or should I go forage right a little bit more and get that foraging bundle complete? Hard to say. I don't have my sword, so going to the mines right now is not a good idea. I'll need to do it tomorrow. If I don't go to the mines today, I'll have to go tomorrow. And it's already pretty late. Killing slimes doesn't take long, though. That's not difficult. Ate all the leeks, I add. Same with those spring onions. I think I ate like 10 or 12 when we went to the mine the first time. I'll go check the forest, see what I can find. That in there. We have some more radish. I can go and drop that off. I do not have any onions. I'll go to the forest and see what I can find. Maybe that wasn't the smartest idea. To make sure you're able to go in and out of your farm quickly, the best thing to do is put a pad down. But that takes a fair amount of resources. Is spring onion. Two spring onions. Okay. Now I need to find a leaf. Not need the dandelion. This is the house of Atmouse. When you've got, I think it's when you get your first at, this opens and you go and buy or ats from @mouse. It's also one of those meme percent runs you can do, like get @mouse as quickly as possible. That would be fun to do, but probably is very random. Not sure. I honestly not see any leeks. Not spring onions is a bit sad. Locked. Talk to her. Ready today? Yes, I did. That's when things can get a bit annoying. When you're looking for a particular forageable, I should have known that I should have kept one. My bad. I'll go drop those things off. I have them. Really just missing that. Was not a very productive day, let's say. I looked around for things, but I didn't find anything. I talked to everyone. It's always good. You mean you need to raise your friendship with everyone to a certain point. Still a few places could be, but I think my luck ran out. As the Adventurers Guild, you need to kill 10 slimes before you can go in it. I forgot about that. That's one of the bridge you can repair. There's another bridge on the beach you need to repair. Things on the ground. Wow. Bit of coal. Wow. Not very useful. Not the worst day, not the best day, let's say, but I did my wizard thing. I got the community center started, I guess. I mean, if I can find an onion, not an onion, a leek the next day, well, it'll be good to go. Don't need to go to sleep right away, so I can a bit of construction material. I'll do some wood chopping while I'm at it. You don't need to go to bed until 2 a.m., so I've got plenty of time to chop wood around my farm. Those big stumps I can't cut until I've got, I think, the iron axe. So I need to upgrade my gear every once in a while as well. Just gonna spend all the energy I have cutting down wood. I need tons of it anyways, because I need to build stuff on my farm. Chop down as much wood as I can. Gives foraging XP, so I'll take it. I think I needed those seeds anyways and those acorns for one of the remixed bundles. So not a bad thing to grab some on the way as well. Stone I'll need a large quantity of as well, but it's easier to get the stone when you go into mine. There we go. Done. A bit of experience. It's getting late. I know it's midnight. Everybody goes out at midnight to chop wood. It's just a thing you do when you're a farmer, right? That's 131 stacks of wood. Pretty good. Those were in. That's the collections tab, animals tab. That's what is other achievements. Where was the town map? Pets, animals. I thought there was a tab for the community center, but there it is. I'm missing this. Those are going to be harder to get. You only need 5 of any of those. Mushrooms are usually not too hard to get. The syrup and tar and sap pretty easy as well. Cave carrot really easy. The moral is the one hard fruit to get in that list. That is the fall foraging forest bundle. Yeah, I need 10 acorns and I need 10 maple seeds. Got 4 acorns and I got 7 maple. But it's pretty easy to get. You just need to chop down wood. But I mean, it takes a little bit to get them. All right. We did 2 days in the life of Mike from Canmore. I will see everybody later. I thank you very much for listening to me for so long. And we'll play something tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what yet. Probably going to be Warhammer, but it really depends. Maybe I'll feel like doing something else. See you guys later. Bye bye.